Hello friends, let us continue transformation of sentences, and today's topic is degree of comparison. Let us first have a look at 3 degrees of comparison, that is positive, comparative and superlative. We will then take few sentences and change degree of comparison. Let us describe few objects by giving them suitable adjectives. A small beaker, a bright diamond, a fat bear, a beautiful flower. We have just described the objects here without comparing them. So, adjectives small, bright, fat, beautiful have positive degree. Let us now compare these objects with similar objects with better or worse quality. So now we have a smaller beaker, a brighter diamond, a fatter bear, a more beautiful flower. Let us now compare these to third set of objects with adjectives in superlative degree. So now we have the smallest beaker, the brightest diamond, the fattest bear and the most beautiful flower. Before starting transformation of sentences, let us have a very quick look at formation of adjectives from positive to comparative and superlative forms. Comparative form of these adjectives is formed by adding er to positive form, and superlative is made by adding est to the positive form. So we have tall, taller, tallest. Positive form already has e at the end. We just add r for comparative and est for superlative. If positive form has y at the end, that will change to IER in comparative and IEST in superlative form. These examples have one syllable, vowel and then consonant at the end. To make comparative form, consonant is double and ER is added, and for superlative form, consonant is double and EST is added. In these examples, comparative is made by adding more before positive form, and superlative is made by adding most before positive form. In all these examples, we made comparative and superlative forms of adjectives from positive form. Here are some examples of adjectives in which comparative and superlative forms cannot be made from positive form. Let us take two sentences which have adjectives in positive form and transform them to sentences with adjectives in comparative and superlative form. Our first sentence is, no other boy in the basketball team is as tall as Rohan. And second sentence is, no other creation of nature is as lovely as a fragrant flower. Adjective in first sentence whose degree we have to change is tall. It will become taller in comparative form and tallest in superlative form. In second sentence, adjective is lovely. Comparative form we will use lovelier, and in superlative form it will become loveliest. Let us observe similarity in these two sentences. Both sentences begin with no other, and in both sentences adjective has as on either side of it. Now we know if we have to write the sentence in positive degree, then it has to begin with no other, and adjective is supported by as before it and as after it. Let us now write comparative form of these two sentences. First one, Rohan is taller than any other boy in the basketball team. And second sentence, a fragrant flower is lovelier than any other creation of nature. Let us now compare comparative forms of these two sentences. Both begin with subject, Rohan in the first sentence and fragrant flower in the second sentence, and there is also use of any other in both the sentences. So that is the important thing to notice. Whenever we have to make comparative form, we have to start with the subject and there will be use of any other in the sentence, in addition to use of adjective in comparative form, that is taller and lovelier. Same sentences in superlative form. Rohan is the tallest boy in the basketball team. A fragrant flower is the loveliest creation of nature. Important things to notice in superlative sentences: It begins with subject and there is use of definite article the with the adjective tallest and loveliest. Let us take one sentence in superlative form and try to change its degree of comparison to positive and comparative form. A sentence is Tansen was the best singer in Akbar's court. Adjective used in this sentence is best and its positive and comparative form are good and better. To write the sentence in positive degree, we have to begin with no other. So we have no other singer in Akbar's court was as good as Tanzeen. For comparative degree, we have to start with the subject and we have to use then any other. So our sentence in comparative form will be Tanzeen was better than any other singer in Akbar's court. These are the three examples which we have done just now. Here Rohan is the tallest boy in the basketball team. What if there are other boys as tall as Rohan? That is, Rohan is one of the tallest boy in the basketball team. Or Tansen was not the only best singer in Akbar's court. There were other singers who were as good as Tansen. So sentence formation in those cases will change. Let us take up those type of sentences. First sentence is very few countries are as large as India. So what is the difference between earlier examples and this sentence? Instead of beginning the sentence with no other, we are starting it with very few and as large as remains same. Sentence in comparative form. It will start with the subject which is India here. That will be same, but instead of then any other, we will use then many other. So our sentence will be India is larger than many other countries. For superlative form, we will start with the subject, we will use the with the adjective. In addition, we will use one of the. That is, our sentence will be India is one of the largest country. Let's do one more example. Very few teachers in our school are as dedicated as a maths teacher. It means a maths teacher is not the only person who is dedicated. There are some other teachers as well who are as dedicated as maths teacher. This sentence has positive degree of comparison. Let us do comparative. Our maths teacher is more dedicated than many other teachers in our school. Many other, not any other. Any other will be used when maths teacher was the only dedicated teacher in the school. And superlative form will be our maths teacher is one of the most dedicated teachers in the school. We are using one of the most dedicated. So that's the end of this session. I hope you all understood the topic very well. Do write in the comment section if you have any queries. Subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, and please share with your friends too. Thank you.